What up, what up? It's your boy AD, and that's all day. Turn up for the family, turn up for the squad, turn up for everybody that you motherfucking know, you feel me? I'm up here in the spot, man. Got my tea going on today. Finna talk about some young relationships and stuff. Something I ain't talked about in a while. Got a little beat playing in the background, something to change it up. Shouts out J Rock Beat for this beat. Um, Today, this the tea I'm drinking on today. Drinking on that young English Bigelow black tea. I like this tea, man. This tea is pretty good, man. I swear it got a good flavor, good taste. Tell me if y'all miss my videos where I used to get on here and I used to drink, cause like back in the day, well, not even really back in the day, but you know, a little while ago, or especially when I first started making real talk videos, most of them I used to do when I was drinking. Like I used to never do these videos sober. But as of lately, I've been doing them sober because basically just because I never drink in the morning. Like if I drink something in the morning or early, that's rare because most of the time in the morning, you know, I'm working, I'm handling business, you know, getting things done that I need to get done. So by the time the later in the day, I could chill, have a drink. And that's why, and you know, this is almost a part like of work, you know, getting the videos together and all this stuff and all that and thinking about what you want to do, you know, that's kind of like work. And I like to work in the morning. I'm just not one of those type of people that like to work at night, but I will try to bring back those videos soon. I was thinking about doing one tonight. Still thinking about it actually. All right, but let me get to it, right? So, what's going on with relationships? You know, I just want to say, like, you know, I feel like there are no real relationships. Now, I'm not saying not 100% right, but man, I do feel like the majority of relationships that we see amongst people are not real. And what I mean by not real, I mean not good, you know, doesn't have the important things in a relationship to me that would make it feel like it would last and actually be something that can help you and the person that you with, right? Because I feel like a good relationship is a relationship with someone who loves you, respects you, trusts you, care about you, you know, will go out their way for you just like you would do for them, you know, wouldn't lie to you, you know, somebody who you really are attracted to, that you like and you want to be with, and you know, that's a good relationship. It's like nothing negative, you know. Good relationships don't really evolve too much negative to me. Basically what I'm saying. And I really feel like a good relationship does revolve around equalness, you know. Like, you know, the better you treat someone and then if someone treats you back good like that, then that's great. That wouldn't do nothing but make things better. Because if you're in a relationship, that's how I feel. Like, you got someone helping you and then you're helping them back, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably, y'all both gonna go up, both of y'all, which is the whole purpose of a relationship, is to have something that you like, that you love, and be pushed up, you know. And then you can have your family or your kids or whatever, and you raise them right and push it up, you build, you know. That's what it's really about. But the problem with today is, though, I don't really see that like that no more. It's like today, it's like all relationships now are based off showing off, people just only caring about money. I mean, that's like the number one problem to me about relationships nowadays, is that it's like people aren't dating people because they really like them. It's about more about what they can get out of them. You know what I'm saying? What they can get. And everybody has a certain amount of standards. You know, some standards will be higher than others. But I'm just saying that though. It's like everybody has that specific standard of what they can get instead of what it should be when it comes to a relationship. Like you could have, like, with money, like I said, you know, it could be, oh, I gotta have somebody with this much money, you know, I gotta have somebody with this and got that. But at the same time, your standards is so high, what are you willing to put out? Cause that's how I just really feel though, man. I just feel like it's too much of take now, and that's why I said the money thing was so important, because it really is like that. It's like people are picking people based off money, based off what they can get. It's almost like you can, and you know money is powerful. You know you can walk up to someone with a lot of money and almost get that person to do anything. So why wouldn't people jump on the opportunity? Not saying it's a good thing, and I do believe if you're dating or whatever, you know, it's good to, yeah, find someone who has some money. But I mean, we all go through things though. Don't never overlook a person though. You know, a lot of people have potential and have the opportunity to make money and get more, and probably was there. You know, because just because you see failure in a person doesn't mean that person is a bad person and he's an F up. You know, a lot of people gotta fail to get, you know, good. Like almost like any game you play or anything you do, it's like, ain't it like you gotta kind of mess it up first a few times before you get it right? So you can't never hate someone who's down, because they can be someone who had a lot but could, you know, ran across a bump. But I don't see people like that no more. It's like mainly when I see somebody go down, and if they in a relationship, that person about to go. That person's about to go. It ain't finna be no, I help you out, I lift you up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it need to be. And being like that, only caring about yourself and your own benefit and gain, will be a person's downfall, because you're not trying to strive for your own better. You're only striving for what you can get from other people. And if you constantly do that, that means you won't have anything, because what you do revolves around what another person has and what another person got, or what another person can do for you, which is a really bad setting to be in your life, because everyone should be able to do for themselves. And, you know, and if you can't do for yourself, you should be working towards trying to do for yourself. Because how do you expect to do for someone else if you can't do for yourself? How do you expect to respect someone else if you can't even respect yourself when it comes to how you act and what you do and what goes on? You know? How? I mean, nowadays I see a lot of people, and I'm serious, it's like they act a certain way but then expect different results, you know. And that's just the thing. It's like life don't work like that. You know, just like how if you like rub some wood with some oil and light it up, it's gonna catch on fire. It's not gonna magically freeze up one day, because that's what it's supposed to do. So your behavior needs to be in the right type of manner if you expect to get what you want. You know, you can't always act one way but then expect stuff, because then a lot of times when that happens to people, they'll just overlook it, you know, like, oh well, maybe it was that person and that. Because a lot of times when problems happen in people's lives, a lot of times it be their own person's fault, or they'll do things to try to bring that on them, and they don't understand that. You know, they got to start recognize what they doing. Because I really do want to see more relationships. You know, I feel like in 2017, I feel like you just don't see them no more like that. You know, I feel like 10 years ago or maybe more, you would always see couples walking, talking, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You would see that all the time. Now I promise you, it's like I can go months without even seeing a couple. Like, tell me if y'all agree with me. Like, do y'all even see couples out and about like that? I mean, I guess it kind of does matter a little bit where you live. But even where you live, have you ever noticed a decrease in when it comes to people being together? You know, because a lot of people who we see together are just might not even really be together. They can just be messing around. You know, a lot of that type of stuff is going on too. So, because I do think so, man. I feel like nowadays you don't even see couples unless it's like a real big special occasion, you know, like a Valentine's Day or something like that. But like on the normal day basis, and I go outside every day, like it's never a day where I'm just in the house all day. That's pretty rare for me. So I'm always out and about, and I'm just being honest in what I see. And I know what it is. You know, I understand it's all about the fame. You know, it's like ever since social media got introduced, everybody want to be all famous. Everybody want to try to be the best. Everybody want attention, but nobody wants to do the things that it takes to make you the best. a lot of the things that make you the best, it takes you to not care about the BS and the stuff that's affecting your life in a negative fashion. Or, and you know, because time is short, life is short, so you should be trying to do the best you can while you got time here, so you can live a better life. Because you don't want to waste your time BSing around, and then by the time it get later in your life, now you all effed up. You know, now you all lonely. Damn, now you ain't got no money. Damn, now you ain't got no friends. Damn, now you don't have a relationship. Damn. All of this shit can happen, you know? And that's not a good place to be. But from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are going to end up that way. They already kind of are ending up like that now, as you can see, but more. And it's going to become worse, and it's going to become faster, because now people just really, to me, just don't want to learn about one another. They don't want to react with one another. They don't want to, they always want to try to be the best and show out and compete with people instead of just being happy for what another person got. You know, if people can learn how to be happy for what another person has, maybe that person be more happy to share with you. If people can be more just, you know, just, it's a lot of things people need to do in order. And I'm telling you, you will probably start seeing more relationships and good things. But it always starts with yourself and bettering yourself, right? So you can make things better for other people, and that starts with your education and learning about the world around you and questioning things and trying to look at reality for what it truly is. You know, don't always stay, you know, don't always have that mind frame that, oh, I got to do what everybody else is doing, or unless I'm not doing nothing, because that's not always true, as you can see. Because if that was true, things will be getting better for people. But I've already explained, in my opinion, things are getting worse. Less relationships, less families, less a lot of things. Less care for one another, less love for one another, more being greedy, more trying to take, more only caring if someone care about you. Because I really find that to be awkward. I really can't believe it's people really walking around here that really think that they don't have to care about nothing about you, what you go through in your life, but magically you're supposed to care about them. And even if they, just because they might be doing something better than you, what they think. You know, because what people think about themselves a lot of times be completely different than what it really truly is. That's what is about them. What I'm trying to say. Because I do want to see more relationships, man. That's how things get better. When people work together, things get better. When people try to strive away and just try to act like it's everybody for themselves, we ain't going to get nowhere. We not going to get nowhere like that. We all go through things. We all make mistakes. You know, we all have to learn from that and move on, and we all have different times and moments where things can happen, but we all can do better though. That's just the thing. All of us can do better to make things better, but it starts with that, man. It really starts with yourself and getting yourself together, man. Start thinking about what's right, you know, and what's wrong, because a lot of wrong don't really bring you right. And if it do bring you right, it probably won't last for that long. You got to do the hard things in life to get what you need that will be long and will be there for your life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's important. Because you don't never want to have your back against the wall. You know, it's always great to be stable and to be free, you know. And having people that love and care about you, you know. But like I said, people got to get their thoughts right. We got to, and it starts with loving it, caring and seeing what other people go through, and just really pay attention to life and what it really is. You know, start paying attention to certain things, you know, and you'll understand. But that's all I had to do, is because I feel like relationships do need to get better. I made this video a little long, but it's okay, because this is how I really feel, you know. And I am going to make some more videos. I do need to make some more turn up videos though, man, you know. But it's all good. Shoot. But like this video, comment, tell me what you think, and I'll holler at y'all guys later. Peace out, man. Because I do got another video to work on, so I'll holler at y'all.